A South Korean court will rule today on whether former President Yoon Suk Yeol obstructed justice during his failed martial law declaration and its chaotic aftermath. It is the first in a series of verdicts for the disgraced ex-leader. Prosecutors accuse him of obstructing officials from executing an arrest warrant against him. Yoon is on trial in several other cases. Yoon denies all charges, insisting his actions were a lawful use of presidential emergency powers. Joining us now is Yoon Suk for more on the court case. Yoon Suk, what's really expected from the court today and how significant is this first ruling for Yoon Suk Yeol?
Well, I'm outside the Seoul Central District Court where the trial will begin soon in about 1 hour from now on former President Yoon Suk Yeol as he has been charged with that obstruction of justice charge. Now, right now, the charges against him that the prosecutors have put forward is that the prosecutors are accusing him of obstructing justice, saying that he used the Presidential Security Service to stop investigators from entering into his residence and to arrest him, although they had the arrest warrant with them. He's also been accused of excluding 9 cabinet members from this meeting that he held before he imposed that martial law. And again, he's also been accused of falsifying and of deleting some documents, official documents related to the martial law declaration. Now, prosecutors earlier demanded a 10-year sentence on former President Yoon, saying that he obstructed obstructed justice by doing all of that, although Mr. Yoon has denied the charges. Now, the final verdict, the verdict today will be coming out. We'll have to see whether the court agrees. But, this is really just one verdict of all the other charges against him, because he is facing 8 other charges, especially the insurrection charge.
Well, as you've just mentioned, there's going to be several other, cases that will be going to the court for hearing as well. How crucial is this ruling for Yoon Suk, given the wider series of trials that you just mentioned that's coming ahead of him?
Well, right now, many analysts are saying that they don't think that there will be this political turmoil here in South Korea, especially today, because, as I said, this is only going to be one verdict among all the other charges against him. But really, the focus is on February 19th, because that will be the day when the court decides on whether to uphold this demand by prosecutors. Prosecutors earlier this week had demanded the death penalty for Mr. Yoon, saying that he violated the legality, the law here, by declaring that martial law and saying that he threatened the constitutional order, and also saying that that was the gravest threat to the country. And prosecutors were saying that he has shown no remorse so far, and so they demanded the death penalty. Now, it remains to be seen whether the court will uphold this or not, and that's why the focus is going to be on that day. Many analysts say they are worried that there could be some kind of social unrest a few days before that verdict is expected, or especially on that day. Now, right now, I'm standing where behind me you see those seats, and earlier there were about more than 100 of Yoon supporters here shouting Yoon again, saying that they believe former President Yoon should be returning to the presidential office. Right now it's empty because they all marched to the other side of the court entrance, saying that they wanted to see if they could see former President Yoon, as he is expected to be appearing in court for this session today. And so all eyes will be on today's verdict, but also especially on the verdict next month, as that could decide whether the Seoul court here will sentence him to that death penalty or give him life imprisonment, because right now, for charges of insurrection, there are only really 2 choices, and that's the death penalty or life imprisonment.
Thank you very much for that. That was our correspondent, Yoon Suk, speaking to us from Korea.